Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to week 7 of the Temperature Blanket Crochet-a-long. So the first day is February 12th and we're jumping right in with some shells and V-stitches, and our color today is orange. So we're just going to start this stitch off by chaining 3, and then we're going to turn our work. And now we're going to be doing a pattern of V-stitches and shell stitches. So we're going to start off with our V-stitch first. So I'm going to yarn over, and we're actually going to skip 2 stitches, and into the third one we're going to place a double crochet. And then we're going to chain 1 and then place another double crochet in that same stitch, and that'll be our first V-stitch. And it should look something like that when you're done with it. Now we're going to move on to our shell stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, and we're going to skip 4 stitches. Sorry, we're going to skip 3 stitches, and into the 4th stitch we're going to place our double crochet, and we're going to place a total of 5 double crochets in the same stitch to complete our shell stitch. And that's what it'll look like once you do your V-stitch and your shell stitch. And we're just going to continue that pattern all the way down the piece. And here's what it'll look like when you're finished. Kind of a unique design. And moving on to February 13th, we're going to be keeping it simple with a moss stitch. So I'm going to just chain 2 and then turn my work. And we're using the color orange again today, but I'm going to skip the first stitch and place a single crochet in the second stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to skip a stitch and place a single crochet in the next stitch. And we're just repeating the same pattern where we chain 1, skip 1, single crochet. Simple moss stitch. We used it a lot in this pattern so far, so it's pretty self-explanatory. And this is what it'll look like when you're finished for that day. Moving on to February 14th, Valentine's Day, we're going to be doing another moss stitch. So I'm starting off by chaining 2, and then we're going to turn our work, and we're using the color orange again today. So I'm going to go into the second stitch, which will be a chain 1 space from the previous row, and we're going to place our single crochet. And then I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to skip the next single crochet and go into the next chain 1 space and place another single crochet. And we're just going to be repeating these steps all the way across the piece. So just chain 1, skip the single crochet stitch, and put a single crochet into the chain 1 space. And this is what it'll look like when you are finished with that row for the day. Moving on to February 15th, we're going to be doing a heart stitch. This would have been cuter for Valentine's Day, but you know, it just worked out this way with the colors. So we're switching over to mango today, and I'm going to start off by chaining 3, and then we're going to turn our work. Sorry, it cut off a little here. But now once we do that, I'm going to yarn over, and in the second stitch, which should be a chain 1 space, I'm going to place a double crochet, but we're not going to pull through the last stitch. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you should have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 to create a 2 double crochet cluster. Then we're going to chain 2. Now we're going to yarn over, and we're going to skip 5 stitches, and we're going to place a 3 double crochet cluster. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2. don't pull through the last 2, and then start your next double crochet. You should have 3 loops on the hook. Starting another double crochet, don't pull all the way through. Once you have 4 loops on the hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 to create your 3 double crochet cluster. And now we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to put another 3 double crochet cluster in that same stitch. And that's what that should look like, and we're just going to repeat this all the way across, and this is what it should look like when you're finished. You can kind of see like little heart shapes. They'll look cuter with tomorrow's stitch, but that's all for today. Now moving on to February 16th, we're going to be doing a combination of single crochets and chains. So we're starting off by adding in our new color, which is orange again, and we're going to be chaining 1 and then turning our work. And in the first stitch, I'm going to place my single crochet. And then we're going to yarn over and chain 1, chain 2. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into this stitch below our previous stitch, and we're going to place a single crochet down in there. And we're also going to place 2 more single crochets in that same stitch. I don't know why it cut off, but after that we're chaining 2. And then in the chain 2 space between our clusters, we're going to go ahead and place a single crochet. And then we're going to chain 2 again. And we're going to place 3 single crochets in these stitches between our heart clusters in the row below. So I'm just going into those open stitches below and placing my 3 single crochets. And we're just going to repeat those steps all the way across until we finish our row. And once you finish that row, this is what it should look like. You can kind of really see the hearts standing out. It looks really good with opposite colors. So yeah, super cute stitch. Now for February 17th, we're just keeping it simple with the single crochet. Today's color is our dark olive, and I'm just going to be starting off with a chain 1. So yarn over, pull through your loop, and then we're going to just be turning our work. And I'm going to start off by placing a single crochet, 2 single crochets in our chain 2 space. And then I'm going to place a single crochet in each of the 3 single crochets from the previous row. And we're just going to go across, single crocheting, and this is what it'll look like when you finish your row. Super simple for day 17. So for our final day this week, February 18th, we're going to be finishing off with another moss stitch. So I'm using the color Ivory today. And we're going to just chain 1 and turn our work. And now in my first stitch, I'm going to place my single crochet. And then we're going to yarn over and chain 1. And then we're going to skip a stitch and place a single crochet in the next stitch. And then my camera glitched for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. But this is what it looks like when you're all finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed week 7 of the Temperature Blanket Crochet-a-long. Be sure to subscribe to see next week's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.